get Ralph Haddon, who's on his way up here to sit next to me for a minute. So I'm a member of the Australian Guild. I'm not yet an Australian citizen, but, you know, I'm finding my way little by little. And so I get all the notices, and Ralph is in charge of the journal. He can say a few words as soon as I shut up. But there was so they come up with these themes, and I saw that there was a theme on The Voice. So I decided, though I'm very lazy about writing, I decided to do it. So I wrote this article for the Australian Guild. Where's the microphone? Give Ralph the mic. This is Ralph Haddon. He's a graduate of Melbourne 1. There's a lot of Melbourne 1 people. Sydney 1. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Anything else you want to say, Margaret?
Thank you, Margaret. Yeah, Sydney 1.
I shook his hand on graduation. How could I forget that?
Yeah. It was about the same time.
Yeah. Well, you guys are the seniors, though. We got to be clear about that. The Melbourne 1 graduated a year and a half later. There'll be always juniors, won't they?
As we remind them.
As you remind them. Tell them about the journal.
Thank you, Arlene, and hello, everybody. The Australian Feldenkrais Guild puts out a journal, and it comes out once or twice a year. And back in June 2014, the theme was The Voice, so that's the journal that came out then. I'll have these with me today and tomorrow, so you can have a quick look at them if you like. And Arlene very kindly wrote an article on her work with The Voice, and it's very good because it's got, well, a nice sort of review of her work and also the references and links to...
A few references. I didn't give them all to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
there's a few, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the references? Which references?
Well, just the books to read and so on.
Yeah.
You should have a look at your article again and remind yourself.
I have it on my computer, okay.
Now, you may have a quick look at this here, but it's also online. I gather you're members of the Feldenkrais Guild, so this entitles you, you can go to the member section of the Feldenkrais Guild website in a minute, and you can download all back issues of the Feldenkrais Journal. This is the Australian Feldenkrais Journal. So you can download this one and have a good read of it. Yes?
Students don't have permission to access that area.
Oh.
I tried and clicked, and then I asked, I emailed and said, oh, that's for members and students were allowed into that area.
All right, I'm not sure about that. So, okay, students can't access the member area. But, all right, so, but I'm actually aiming to make the journal more, at the moment it is just only available to members, but it's in a transition. We're going to make it that it is available really to anybody. Feldenkrais practitioners around the world should be able to read our journal as well. So that will come soon, I believe.
There was a whole article, there was a whole journal which I was invited to submit to, but it was, you know, Anna Yen, she's your friend, right? You know Anna Yen in Brisbane. She's a theater person, and she also wrote, she wrote a whole article on Feldenkrais and Monica Paget. How do you say her name? Paget? Paget? Pagnu? Paget? Monica P. Anyway, for there was a whole journal on Feldenkrais and performing arts published in England. So that's just an aside, but it's really, well, I think it's important for us to develop our ability to articulate the work in writing if we can. We get better at it as we go, I suppose. Have you found that the journal in Australia, how long have you been doing it? Or how long has it been?
The National Journal for, I think this is 3 years now I've been doing.
Oh.
Was it 2012?
But how long has the journal itself been happening?
Well, I sort of reincarnated it. It was going really since the start of the Feldenkrais. I'm not sure if anyone knows, but there was a version of the journal. Yeah, yes. So then it did stop for a while, and I started up, I think it was 2012, I put out the first issue. and also made it that it's digital, so it's emailed to members rather than having to be printed up as hard copy.
Okay, we'll make sure they get one, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
it's
sure.
fine with me.
Or I have the article on my computer and I can email it to Jenny if you want. But anyway, you're welcome to have it. I mean, I covered a little bit of the ground today, but it'll be a nice summary for you, since just to remind you of a few of the things. Okay.
And articles by other Feldenkrais practitioners too.
Sure. Absolutely. Good. Thanks, Ralph. Welcome. Okay. So before we get to the link later, let's do my one and only made-up lesson based on a suggestion by Yana. So please lie on your back. From our audience today, but if it were me, I wouldn't